What's up, Facebook? How you doing, everyone? Hope you're doing well. I am really excited about this training tonight. Tonight we are going to be learning how some Facebook marketing tips and hacks. It can be for any business. You don't have to be in one of my businesses. So we'll just give it a few minutes here and wait for some people to join. Glad to have you on here. Hey, Maro, Rizak, good to see you here. This training tonight is going to help anyone that wants to market on Facebook, but you would not believe that maybe some people in your downline don't know how to do a lot of these things that we take for granted when it comes to marketing on Facebook. So hey, Wilbert, how you doing? This training is going to help you. It's going to be everything from copying and pasting to just, a bunch of different little hacks that will help you in your marketing on Facebook. So, hey, Sunil, how are you? Good to see you here. Crystal, hey, how you doing? Hope you're all having a good evening. Drop a place in the comments. Let me know where you're from while we're waiting for people to come on. Hey, Mark, I've been trying to get a hold of you today. Let me know in the comments where you're from. I'm from Wisconsin, and we're enjoying some late spring weather. It got August hot there about a week ago, and now we're back down cool and rainy. And we're going to give just a few more minutes for people to come on. Hey, James, good to have you on here. This training is for anyone. You don't have to be in one of my businesses in order to take advantage of this, but this will help you learn a few little tips and hacks that will make your Facebook training, your Facebook marketing a little easier. Do me a favor and share this with your friends. Invite them to join you. Hey, good to see you. I can never pronounce your name. I always want to say Ja, maybe, but hey, Andrew, good to see you. Pennsylvania, all right. Okay, from West Africa. And let's see. So we got, hey, Shelly, good to see you. Trying to just drop in the comments where you're from, where you're watching from. We're going to give a few minutes for people to join, and then we're going to teach you some Facebook marketing tips and hacks. I'm going to share this with my team here. All right. Glad to see you on here. We're just going to give a few more minutes for people to join. Please invite your friends. If you have marketing acquaintances that like to market on Facebook as well, give them an invite. Okay, let's see. Nova Scotia, all righty. We're getting them from all over here. Oh, there. Okay, Rachel, I see your hand. Oh, look at you from Georgia. Okay. I know Rachel's from Ohio. Now I can see some comments on the side there. Leslie from Georgia. Yeah, Rachel and I both grew up together in Ohio. Diane from Texas and 105 degrees. Oh my goodness. Valerie, good to have you on tonight. So I am really excited about this training. We're going to get right into it. Please invite your friends to join. This is, again, for any business. You don't have to be in any of my businesses to get something out of this. What I'm going to do is just show you a few hacks. Now, I had some people that sent some questions ahead of time. I'm going to get to those as well. And then this will be a live opportunity for you to ask questions. How do you do this or how do you do that? Of course, I don't know everything about marketing on Facebook, but I do know enough that maybe can save you a little bit of trouble. Hey, Arlene, good to see you on here. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And let me know if you can see Hey, Bill from Jersey. Yup. I used to live in Jersey. Hey, James. So if you can see my screen, if somebody wants to let me know in the comments, that would be great. And then I'll know that you can see me. See my screen. Hey, Linda, this is for you, girl. I know I've got some friends that are newbies to marketing online and want to learn some things about marketing. Anyone, can you see my screen? You can let me know. Hey, Angel, if you can let me know in the comments. Let me look at the chat here. Maryland. Okay, can you guys still hear me? If you can you see my screen? It should be like YouTube right now or on Facebook. If you can let me know in the comments so I can. Okay, you can see it. Perfect. All righty. Well, invite some friends that you think would. Hey, Cynthia, good to see you. Manuel. So this is all about marketing on Facebook. I'm going to teach you some tips and hacks that have helped me. Maybe you'll be able to show me something. I don't know. But we're going to start out by a couple little things that are really important when marketing on Facebook. First of all, you always want your profile to look sharp. You want a picture of you. Don't have a picture of your cat, your kitty, or your dog or whatever. You want a picture of you. People join people. So they want to see who they're joining. They want to be able to look at your face. So, make sure you've got a picture of you. And then they tell you not to put your biz op in your banner. Some people still do and don't have a problem with that. Because if people can go to your banner, if you've got like the name of your company, let's say you're in, I can't even think of one off the top of my head. So MCA, and you have MCA here in your banner, then people, if they want to learn about MCA, what they're going to do? They're going to go right to Google. They're going to go right to Google and look up MCA and maybe find, someone else to join. So what you want to do is have a profile that generates curiosity and enjoyment, a connectivity, engagement, but you don't necessarily want your business plastered all over your profile, other than like when you make ads here and there. And one of the main questions I get asked is, how often should I put an ad on my wall? So not to overdo it, but enough to generate interest. I try not to do more than one a week, once or twice a week. Now, having said that, I do use a live app. It's called IFTTT, and you can see the name of the app right here. And what this does, I love this. This is free. If you're interested and you want the link for IFTTT, and let me show you a little bit about it, drop a comment down below. Make sure you share this and invite friends to watch this video, and I will send you the link on that. But what it does is it posts automatically for you and cross-posts across your social media. So this one right here just happens to be from Twitter, but I have it set up so when I put a little hashtag in it, it posts it automatically on Facebook for me, the days I choose and the times I choose. So there is that, but for the most part, you won't see a ton of ads all over my wall. Because you want engagement. You don't want people to look at your timeline like, oh man, here we go again. And people probably do with mine a little bit anyway. But you also want engaging posts. You want videos that are fun and posts that are fun and encouraging. And that's a death wish there in a pan. Just fun little things that just get engagement on your wall. You want to do some attraction marketing that way, and you're not going to attract people if you're always just putting ads on your wall. So you want to, mix it up a little bit. And then the other thing you want to do is you want everything set public. Every post I have is public. If you have your settings set to friends, you're only going to market to the same NFL club, the no friends left club all the time. Make sure you set everything to public. And what you do is you click on this little drop down arrow, like if you're going to log out, and click on settings. And then in settings, you're going to click on, I think it's privacy. It is. Okay. So I want my activity public. Who can see your future posts? You want that on public. Now, if you don't want the public seeing your post, you need to set up a different profile for your business. That's what I did. I have my regular Lee and Cyndie Facebook profile. That's for mostly families and friends. There's a few business contacts on there, but then I have my Cyndie Shelton one, which is just for business. And so, people that are on this profile know that that's what this profile is about. So I don't mind everything being public. Who can send me friend requests? Everyone. Who can see your friends list? I keep it public. Some people don't like that public either. But you know what? A lot of people like to see if anybody they know knows you, and they just like to feel that connectivity. And it gives them a little security, I think, as well. So I just keep everything as public as possible. And so my friends' friends can see all my posts. So if one of my friends, if I have things set to public and you have your post set to public, your friends, when they comment on your post, their friends will see it as well. So it just gives you a broader reach. So you definitely want to keep everything on public. Now, what about increasing friends? Now, I think I'm pretty much maxed out. I've got a few. I could add 15 friends, but you want to max out your friends. Facebook only allows you 5,000, unfortunately. But to increase your friends, the best thing to do is I'm going to type in like work from home up here in my search bar, and I'm going to click on that. And then that brings up a couple suggestions and posts from friends, etc. I'm going to go up here and click on groups. And that's going to bring up every group that's got work from home in the title. And as you can see, some I've joined, some I haven't. If you want to join groups, that you can just join them right here, and you don't have to keep typing it in every time up there. You would change it up, like if you want to do make money from home or work at home or stay at home moms, all those kind of things will bring up different groups. And so so you can join them here. Now, Facebook is funny. They get funny with you if you join too many too fast. So you want to never join more than 20, maybe 30 max at a time, once a day, maybe twice a day, but you could be pushing it. And then same with friends. What I like to do, excuse me, when I want to add friends is I like to do the people that made the post, because these are the people that are already grinding, already, working on businesses. And, most of us pick up more than one business. If you prefer friending people that have commented on their posts, you can do that too. But the other thing I've done, and that I actually do now, is I click on members. That will bring up all the members. Got a few friends in here, Cynthia. And so then what I would do, click on see more. If I, say I want to add, let's say Charmaine now, I can, if I hover here, I can just add her right there. Now, if you want, you can go ahead and click on her name. If you prefer to go to a person's profile, Facebook does this new thing now. It's kind of like in a nutshell. It kind of gives you just like a bird's eye view of, someone that you may want to become a friend with. You can message them right there and you can view their profile. Now, if you prefer to go to their profile and check them out, you can. I don't do that on my business profile. I mean, I may end up deleting someone, but for the most part, I just let, I just add people that are, so I'm going to go ahead and add her. And you can just do it right there. Now, again, I wouldn't do more than 20 or 30 at a time, but you do this every day until you get your friends maxed out. Otherwise, you're going to be marketing the same 100 people or same 500 people or same 1,000 people all the time. So the main two things, set those posts to public and start joining groups and start sending friend requests. Now, in the groups, something I've been split testing, a lot of people post in groups, 90%, and maybe you guys do better. I don't hardly post in groups anymore, but it's just, I feel like, y'all are hamsters on a hamster wheel, just doing the same old thing, hoping somebody will sign up in your business. And that may work once in a while if you have a really super good post, but a lot of times it doesn't seem to work real well. Now, something I've been split testing is just going to one group. So let's say for a whole week, I'm going to do nothing but post in this group. And let me show you why. Let me go back to members and see if it tells me how many members. All right, there's 100,000 members in here. Trust me, not all 100,000 people are on here at the same time. So what I will do is make a post in here, and then several times that day, maybe every couple hours, make that same post again. And then I might go through here and like on some posts. just so people start seeing me around and I become familiar. And then the more people see me in one group. Now, yes, you can, some people don't like to do this. They just like to auto post and blast it with their auto poster. I have friends who are in jail. I do have an auto poster. I do use it. I post no more than every 15 minutes, and I haven't been to jail in years, thank goodness. But if you post in the same group, just split test it, or the other thing I'm doing is 2 different groups a day, one type of ad in one and one type of ad in the other. It takes like 5 minutes, to do a post, or not even 5 minutes, 30 seconds to do a post, but to do all of that, to do 5 or 6 in that one group a day, and the same post, so it becomes familiar, and it's posting at different times, and your name starts to become familiar, and the post becomes familiar to generate interest. Just split test it up, what works for you. If you want to blast all the groups, that's fine. This is what I'm currently doing just to try to get some conversations going, and it's been working really well. And I have been cold messaging people with my current business opportunity, and it's been converting very well. And just here's a little side tip. When you are marketing, you always want to make sure you do 2 things. Otherwise, you come across desperate. You always want to ask if a person, if they're open. Don't say, are you interested, or would you be interested? Just say, hey, are you open to looking at this? And then the other thing you want to do is give them an out. So you would say, if you're interested, or if you're open to looking at it, great. If not, no big deal. And what that does is that frees them up to feel like you aren't putting pressure on them, and that if they decide not to join you, that's cool. And that you're cool if not everybody joins you, and that you're not addicted to the outcome, and you're not desperately seeking sales. That shows them like, oh, what? They can do their business if I don't join them. They can live without me. And human nature. And I've been learning a lot about marketing. It's like 1% marketing and 99% psychology. So that's what you want to do about increasing your friends list. I made a little list here, so I keep referring to it. Now, let's say you're out on Facebook and one of your teammates share a video. Let me see if I can find one here that I want to share. Okay, it's not a video. Looking for a video. So I'm looking for a video. Give me a second here. Oh, there's my video. That's not the one I'm looking for. I'm just trying to find any video I can share. Okay, that's a live one. I don't want to share that one right now. Oh, okay, I know where I'll find one. Hold on a second. Stephen is always posting videos. Let me go to his timeline here. All right. Let's say I want to share Stephen's video to my wall. And a lot of times they don't have share buttons anymore. So what I'm showing you is how to share a video if they don't have a share button. And that happens a lot. I don't know what the difference is, why sometimes you can share it or not. Now, if you see this little green arrow, that's another way I can download videos to my my desktop and then upload them to YouTube if I want. Of course, it's a personal video. You want to get the person's permission. But this little green arrow is because of a Google extension I have called Tamper Monkey, and it allows you to download any video on the internet. But for this example, let's say there wasn't a share button here, but I wanted to share this. I would click and right-click and click Show Video URL. That brings up the video URL for this video, and I'm going to double-click it and hit Control-C to copy, or you can hit right-click, copy. And then if I went back to my wall and wanted to post it on my wall and say, looks like he had a great time, and then I'll Control V or right copy or right click P or right click paste, and that pastes that link there. And then that link is now on that video is now on my wall. So that's just a quick little hack to be able to get videos on your wall. Same with, let me show you how to do, let's say you want to do an ad about, let's do Bitcoin just for fun. I like Bitcoin. and I'm going to click on images. You can do this in Google, Bing, Yahoo, whatever. And I'm going to find this one looks cool. I'm going to click on it. So it brings up, and then I'm going to right click. And I'm going to click copy image and go back to my timeline and click there like I'm going to type and just hit Control V, and it's going to paste that picture right in. And maybe I'll just say something like, who besides me loves Bitcoin? Now, what I'm going to do here before I hit post, of course, it's still loading the picture, so it's going to be a second, is somebody asked me today, one of the questions somebody asked me is, how do you put those emojis on there? Well, if you're on your phone, of course, most of you know how to do that, but they didn't know how to do the computer. So over to the right here, you see a little smiley face. This is for you, Ruth. You click on that little smiley face, and it's going to bring up all sorts of emoji examples that you can put in your post. Going a little slow here because I'm on the video, so give it just a second. Wow, it's really going slow. And it's froze. Okay, so let me get back to that. Where'd that go? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm going to click on that little emoji, and then you can just pick any one of these. You can just scroll down and pick any one of these little pictures that you like. So maybe for this one, I'm going to do, I like this little smiley face, and I like the little fire thing, or whatever. And so we'll just do that. And then you can click, and if you don't like it, you can just hit backspace, and that takes it out for you. You just hit backspace, and that takes it out where there went. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and click post. If you're liking this video so far and you're getting value of it, please invite your friends to watch it and share it on your wall so your friends can see it. Now, that post didn't show up, so I'm going to click refresh on my page, and sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I have to hit refresh to get it come up, and then there it is. Now, I always like my own post. Now, I know it sounds egotistical, but when you like your own post and you go back maybe the next day and unlike it and like it again, do you know what that does in the Facebook algorithms? It actually brings it up in the news feed again. So if I have a post that's gone viral, or if I've got a video that's doing pretty good, but I want more people to see it, I would go back the next day and unlike it and like it again. Or maybe like your comment and like it again. Do that, and that will get the juices flowing. Now, we do a thing in one of my businesses where we juice each other's posts. That means we invite our team members to come and like our post, maybe make a comment. You always want to make like a 4-word comment. Now, by the way, I just see that the name says Robbie Johnson. That's my business partner there, if you're wondering. My name is not Robbie Johnson. My name is Cyndie Shelton. But if you like and unlike on a post, that will help kind of rejuice it. And if you make a comment, you want it to be like 4 words or more, because that, again, helps in the algorithm. So help out a teammate. If you see one of their videos, shoot them a like or a positive comment to help them juice their video, and you can get more, more juice on it. So now I'm going to go ahead and delete this post. Or the other thing you can do is you can change it right here and only me. And then only I can see it, or you can have it just only your friends or whatever. But actually, I'm going to go ahead and leave it on there because I do like Bitcoin and others like Bitcoin. Now, here's another cool little hack. So let's say you want to make a post using one of the backgrounds that Facebook provides. So let me say, hey, have you all heard about this cool little Facebook group called Rank Makers? Rank Makers is a marketing program that I'm in, that I have learned a lot of things as far as marketing, but I'm not, actually let me take that off there because I'm really not trying to, I don't get anything if you were to join that anyway. But anyway, let's say, let me see. How is the weather today in Jersey? That's for Bill. Okay, so then you pick your background. They've got these cool new soccer ball ones here. So let's pick this one. And then as I'm typing, the more you type, la, 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 the more you type, and you put all these characters and letters, and then you get to a point where blah, 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 blah. Uh-oh, I ran out of space, but I wasn't quite done with my message. And I've shortened it as much as I could, and I just can't take out one more character. What do I do? Well, I'm going to copy and paste, the information I want on that. And I'm going to erase it now, because I've copied and pasted, the info I want on my ad. And then I'm just going to put like a little character there, okay? And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how you can get a lot more text on this. I'm going to go ahead and post it. Now, I should have changed it from public to just myself right there, or only me, and I didn't. So now what I'm going to do, and I'm going to put this, nobody can see this but me, and of course you, because you're watching the video. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit print screen on my laptop. The print screen key is up above, like where the backspace is. And then I'm going to go down here to this little program. It's called Paint. Everybody has Paint. If you have a PC, you have a Paint program. And it comes free, and I just pin mine to my taskbar here, and I can go in here and I can change this up any way that I want. So I'm going to click on select here, and there's not a big learning curve with this, so I like it. Oops, I'm getting bigger than I was. So I'm going to click on, I'm going to draw a square around this picture background, because this is the background I want, and I'm going to crop it. Next, I want to get rid of that little eye, so I'm going to take this eyedropper and I'm going to choose that color, and then I'm going to, here on my brushes, I'm going to choose a spray can, and I'm going to get rid of that. There we go. It's all gone. Now I'm going to go back to Facebook, because remember, I kept my, of course, I know it's just a bunch of garbly-gook that I typed there, but let's say that's my ad. Then I'm going to click on this letter, because I'm going to add some text to it, and I have to make a little box. I want the text to be white, so I'm going to change that to white, and I'm going to paste that in there. It didn't change to white, so let me do it now. And then I can, get it in there. I can center it if I like, move it around, capitalize what I want, put spaces in it. I can center it up if I want. If I want it a little bit wider, I can do that. Whatever I want to do, then you can maximize the whole space. Now, here's the advantage of doing that. I'm going to go ahead and save that. I know it's kind of gobbledygook, but let me just save that. I'm just going to name it example. Now, what is cool about this is now I can go and say, I can treat it as a picture. So when you do these things and you can't write anything above it right here, like go check this out or whatever, now you can. So now I've made it a picture. So I'm going to pick example and let that load. And then meanwhile, I'm going to say, go check out my really, really cool biz. And then as soon as I hit enter or post, it's going to post that as a picture for me. Delete this. And then the other cool thing about this is you can share. Let me delete that. The other cool thing about this is that, oh, wait, before I delete it. You know how you cannot, these native things, you can't click on them and make them bigger and then right click and share. So what you have, but you can when it's a picture. Now I can click on this. It's going to open a big window, right click, and then I can copy the image or whatever. I meant copy image, not share, or save the image as, and I can save it to my desktop. So that's a cool little hack. Everybody is always asking me, how on earth do you get so much text on one of those backgrounds? I always run out of room. Well, now my cheat. That's your $20 cheat hack tonight. So I've got people commenting on my photos. I hope it's not the ones I just deleted. Okay, so that shows you how to do that. I don't know about you, but I think that is one of the coolest things, and it's time saving. So, all right, I showed you how to like and unlike. Okay, now you also know with Facebook, if I were going to start a post, that you can click the minimize box here, or not the minimize, this double square up here to make it, you know, half the screen like that with split screen. Let me click and get off my sticky notes for now. But let's say I want to add a picture from my desktop. I can also take it and just drag it right in. You probably know a lot of these things, but you wouldn't believe how many of your team members are get frustrated and quit your biz op because they don't know how to do basic things. And so that shows you how to do some basic things. You can also put a video over there. And if it's a native video to your desktop, you can put a video and a picture at the same time. You can't do that with a YouTube link. It has to be a video native on your desktop. So, but I'm gonna get rid of that. I really didn't want that video. Let me see if it'll let me take it out before it's done. Click on X, maybe that'll do it. Okay. So is that cool so far? You guys enjoying this? Let me check here on Facebook and see what you all think about this. If you like it, give the video a like and a share. Invite your friends to watch it. We got some more good things we're going to cover. Okay, now in case you don't know how to copy and paste a link, let me show you. For instance, let's go to Facebook. I did a video a couple months back that on YouTube, 20 Facebook tips and hacks for beginning marketers. So let's say you wanted to share a video from YouTube. You go to YouTube, find the video that you want, and you click in the bar at the top. It's called the URL. And so when you click up there, it turns it blue. As soon as it turns it blue, you can hit Control-C or right-click copy to copy that link. And then you would go over to your profile or wherever it is you want to paste it and either hit Control-V as in Victor or right-click paste. And that pastes it right in there. It's not going to let me delete that other video. And that's how you copy and paste a link. So if you were going to send one to someone in Messenger, say I wanted to send that to my friend Rachel in Messenger, what I would do, and let me show you a quick hack for Messenger too. I don't know about you, but I cannot stand working out of these little Facebook groups here. So let me find a. Let me go to Terry here. So not Facebook group, but Facebook. I cannot stand these tiny little boxes. I cannot stand to work out of there. And if you click on the gear, let's see if it still lets you do that. They don't let you do it there anymore. So what I do, and I have my Messenger, I'm going to leave this page. I don't really want that video. I have my Messenger open all day long. I usually have a bunch more tabs open up here, but over here in this left-hand column underneath your name and underneath newsfeed, if you click on Messenger, that's going to open you up in a Messenger window. And then now, now you're working out of a big window instead of those tiny little boxes. I can't stand those tiny little boxes. And over here, you see all the people who've messaged you. And I'm going to find my friend Rachel. Maybe she's still on this thing with me. She's seen this before. She doesn't have to watch it again. But I'm going to send this to her. Hey, check this out. And then I'm going to hit Control-V or right-click paste to paste that link there. And then if you wait a second, it'll populate it. Now, if you don't want it to populate it, there's something you can do. So I'm going to paste that link there again. If you don't want, populate means the video popping up like that. There's a little X over here in the right-hand corner. You got to click that twice. And that'll remove the preview, it's called, and then you've just got the link. So that's how you can remove the preview of a link that you're sharing. So that's how you copy and paste a link. Now, I want to go to talk a little bit about Facebook chat groups. This is one of for one of my little businesses here that I want to show you. So in the upper right-hand corner, let me show you how to, if somebody joins your business and you start, I like to put all my people together in a chat and kind of help them out. You click on the I for information and a little menu pops up here. And so over here to the right, if I want to add someone, I'm going to click on the plus sign. And let's say, I don't think I added my husband. I did add my husband. Oh, I'll add my other Cyndie Shelton profile. She won't mind. Okay, you start name. Then when they pop up, you click on it, and then click done. And of course, most of you know how to do that already on your phones. Now, let's say you've added a chat group, but this chat group is so lively that your notifications go off all the time. So just click on notification, and then if these boxes are already checked, let me cancel that for a second. If you click on one of the they're already checked by default. If you click on them, you can mute them forever or just for a few minutes if you're at work or whatever. I do mine indefinitely and then mute. And then what that does, you can untag it if you don't want people. I leave it tagged so when people mention my name, I know to go to the group. But otherwise, what this does is gives you the freedom then to add your people to this group and tell them to turn off their notifications. And then you can just come and hear your group and at your own leisure and check out what's been posted today, etc. So that is just a cool little hack. The other thing about Facebook Messenger, they have decided whose messages we get to see or not. And so in order to see other messages, they now have a message request up here for your filtered inboxes. You want to check that every week. Now, I've just cleaned mine out. Well, I don't think I cleaned this one out, but you can, what was I going to say? Oh, what you need to do is be checking, especially if you do videos on YouTube. I do a lot of videos on YouTube, so I get a lot of people that try to connect with me on Facebook. But if we're not friends on Facebook, what happens? Facebook doesn't let their message get through. Or maybe you're messaging someone on Facebook, but you're not friends or whatever, and Facebook doesn't let your message get through. So you always want to check your extra messages at least once or twice a week to make sure because I could have missed, and I have missed before, but a lot of signups in my different business opportunities because I didn't know people were messaging me. So you want to make sure that you do that. Now, here's another little thing. We talked a little bit ago about cold messaging. Let me go back to Facebook here. So let me go back to, move this out of the way. Let me go back to the work at home groups and show you something else here really quick. So I'm going to go work at home heroes. That sounds good. All right, better change that to work from home. Here we go. All right, so I'm going to go back to that little group, work from home. Now, let's say that I'm not going to do it right now, but let's say that lady I just sent a friend request to. Let me go back to members so I could see who it was. What I would do, so let's say I was going to cold message her, and I am going to do that after bid here. What I would do then is I would send her a message, whatever my message would be. Then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go to her profile, and I'm going to click like on some of the posts that I can. And then I'm going to make a comment and say that's funny or whatever, and I'm going to do that on 3 or 4 posts and always of course leave a positive comment. And if it's a post you don't agree with, maybe it's political or religion or whatever, and you don't like that, don't make a nasty post. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot. But make a positive post, and then a lot of times you're going to see who that is liking on their post or making comment if you're not a friend and they haven't seen you before. And then sometimes if they don't see my message after a day or two, but they have already seen me liking and commenting on some of their posts, I will go to a post and say, hey, what's her name? Sorry, Charmaine. Hey, Charmaine, I sent you a message. It may be in your filtered inbox. And then that way she'll know. So it's not like I'm totally out of the blue telling her I sent a message. I've, commented and liked on her post for a couple of days. Now, all this stuff, yes, does it take time? Of course. But you have to get out of the mindset. Even though speed wins when you join a business, you want. At the end of the day, Facebook and social media marketing is about building relationships. And so you need to KYC, you need to know, or KYM, know your market. know the people. You need to kind of, each circumstance may require a different type of reaching out to them. So it's up to you to use common sense when doing that. But that is another hack that I do. Or another thing to do. Now, I didn't do it tonight. I didn't think about it. I didn't have time. But when you have a particular group, or I should say maybe a particular few people, just say you're going live on your Facebook tonight. You've got certain people you want to see that. The other thing you can do, you would do that same kind of thing. You would go to their Facebook profile. You would click, like and comment. Actually, I don't go to their Facebook profile. I said that wrong. You would go to Facebook, your news feed, and just start commenting and liking on people's posts. And just to kind of, because when you do that, again, the algorithms, it's just the way Facebook works. It just connects you together. And so that would, hopefully bring people to your wall to see your video, or at least your video will pop up in their newsfeed otherwise. And so that's just kind of a cool thing to do, to try to get, no. What do you guys think? Banana and mayo sandwiches? Maybe banana and peanut butter. But I diverse. Okay, so Messenger, add a Messenger chat group, turn off chat noodle. Okay, here's another thing that people ask me all the time. Well, no, not all the time, but about the different tabs. Did you know you can move your tabs around here? So let's say I want to move my Facebook tab over here and this tab over here. You can do that. You can move your tabs around to arrange your tabs easier. But then there's also another little hack here that I love. It's called One Tab. Let me get to it here. And this is another Chrome extension. It's free. What it does is all my tabs I have up, if I hit that little One Tab, let me go do it here real quick. If I hit this little One Tab thing here, it's going to put all of these tabs. Oh, I don't want to do that. That'll close my Facebook Live. But it would put all of these tabs in a group in that one tab. And then what I would do is I would name it. I might name it for the month that I'm doing it. I might name it for sometimes, if I'm checking out some houses, so I might do that. Here's my Ray Higdon training, pinging sites. That's another training I'll do in the future for you to show you how to ping your sites and get some wild eyeballs on your, not wild eyeballs, but lots of traffic to your links and things. So that's another really cool little thing to do. So one other thing that someone showed me, or that someone asked, they want to know where to save videos, where to save video links, or where to save messages that you want to copy and paste and send to people. I use sticky notes. It's my favorite. I love them because I put all my messages that I send to people. I love it that you can drag these things around. I put, I put all my different messages, so then I can just go here. I can copy and paste it and send it to the person. And then what I do is I have mine color coded. You can change the color of these to anything any of these colors. If you want it green, whatever. I try to keep my different posts, like one business will be one color, another business will be another color, maybe other notes I want will be another color. And yes, you can keep all your videos, emojis, text, everything on here. The other thing you can do is save them in Notepad. And I've been using Notepad a little bit more recently too, because it seems to handle great, you can do big chunks of content. Let me get to that here in just a minute. I wanted to show you one more thing with sticky notes. You can make these all sorts of different sizes. You can move them completely off your screen. If you click on the app again, I keep it pinned to my taskbar, but it helps those, or it makes those disappear, or I can click on them again to bring them back up. So I love sticky notes. I use them all the time. And then if you hover over a link or click on a link, you can send an email right to that person's email, or it'll open it up for me. It always opens it up in Internet Explorer because this is a Microsoft app. But then the other thing you can do, if I wanted to copy and paste, this information. Get this here. Well, okay, so I could copy any information and put it in Notepad 2. And then you can name it, save it, and name anything you want. Now, the question that somebody asked tonight is, what about Google Drive? You can save things in Google Drive, but remember, you always have to be online to do that. And so I don't use it mainly for that reason, but I do have several things in Google Drive. And of course, Google Drive, you always have to put Drive or Docs or Sheets or whatever it is before Google to find it. And then in Google Drive, you can create a new folder or a, let's see, the other thing you can do is, you know, this was for Marcy. I'm going to go to Google Docs and do it here. This is where I save different, didn't want any particular one here. Let me just go to a generic. And then you can, no, I wanted Docs, Google Docs. All right, let's just Google it. Google Docs and see what we can get here. Okay, you can create a new document here. You can also create a spreadsheet here. But if I were going to create a new document, then I could go, do that, and I would name it maybe info to send people, whatever you want. And then you would paste your content in there. You can also paste images in here, which you cannot do on Notepad or sticky notes. So that is the one advantage of Google Docs. And you can do links, you can do, everything can be saved here. And so be able to always access your information. So I hope those things were helpful to you. I know we covered a lot of information. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. And now I'm going to that anyone may have about marketing online. So let me look in the questions here, or if you have a question now, go ahead and drop it in the comments below, because it's not letting me see the old comments. Let me see how it would do that. All right, so I can't see any comments that way. Let me look over here. If you have a comment or a question, I guess I should say, about something, how to do something on Facebook, go ahead and drop it in now. If you put it in before, for some reason, I'm not able to see them. So if you're got something that I didn't cover and you're wanting to know that, just go ahead and drop it quick there. I'll give you just a minute. If there's not any other questions, I'll go ahead and end this live. So let me ask you, did you learn anything from this live? I hope it was of value to you, and I hope that it was helpful to you. Feel free to share this with your friends, and maybe you aren't working online yet. Maybe you've been looking for something. If you're interested in making money online, I've been doing this for nearly 10 years. Last year I had my first six-figure year. I'm planning on having another six-figure or this year or more, Lord willing. And I'd love to be able to hook up with you and answer any questions that you have. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And send me a friend request here on Facebook if we're not already friends. That will fill up soon here. I maxed out and I had to go in and delete a few the other day that I never see on Facebook anymore. But I would love to connect with you. And if there's no questions, which I don't see any, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. And it's been good to be on here with you. And I will see you all next time.